It was one of the last weeks of ninth grade, and I was sitting in a row of my peers in the school gym. This wasn't just any old assembly. I was there to receive a letter for academic excellence, for maintaining a 4.0 GPA with honors credentials. I was dressed to the nines in something other than sweatpants, for once, and as they called out my name, I felt pretty good about myself. But when I looked and saw you beaming at me from the bleachers, I felt more pride than ever before, because my mom was sitting in the sidelines cheering me on, just as excited as I was. You're my mom, so there's a lot to be thankful for. I mean, you gave birth to me, for crying out loud. But one of the things that has meant the most to me over the years is how you've always been my advocate and number one supporter, especially when I wasn't strong enough to be my own. I'm the kind of person who gets in my head about things. I overthink every decision, and it often leaves me stuck, not knowing what to do. But thankfully, you're always there watching over me, helping me get unstuck. When I'm in my head or too stressed over a decision, you're always there serving my best interest and guiding me in the right direction. Last summer, when I was worried that I wasn't smart enough to take college-level classes, you reminded me just how smart I really am and of all the things that I'm capable of. You made sure that I knew I could handle it, that I could take on the challenge. And because of you, it has been one of the most fulfilling experiences of my life. Next fall, I'll be a senior, and that means applying to colleges. For me, this is one of the scariest thoughts. I don't know where I want to go, if I'll get accepted to where I want to go, or if I'll even be able to pay for college. But no matter how stressed about college or the future in general I get, you're always there to reassure me. You remind me that everything's going to be okay, and your unwavering belief that I'll succeed no matter what is often what keeps me going during my worst days. Growing up is shaky for everybody. It's the ups and downs of becoming your own person. During this time, I've felt the good and the bad, and I've learned and grown. Without you, none of this would have been possible. You were behind me in every step of the way as I grew up, from raising me to be caring and thoughtful to encouraging me to find my own place in the world. You've been with me through every heartbreak and every learning moment, and you've always defended me no matter what, even when I was definitely being an idiot. You burdened all my weight on your shoulders, without any help or doubt. I'm in awe of how well you did. You were a single mom raising 2 kids, doing everything on your own, from feeding us to paying all the bills. It takes a really strong person to do just this, but on top of it, you were always there for me, mentally and physically, no matter what. No matter how tired you are or what problems you're facing, you never even hesitate to hold me when I'm struggling or to celebrate even the smallest accomplishment. I remember a sunny day 3 years ago. It was the day of my first ever tennis match. I'd been practicing all summer with my partner, and it was the first time I was ever really interested in playing a sport. Suffice it to say, I walked onto that court as anxious as I'd ever been. I felt like a whole summer's worth of effort was riding on this. But all those feelings ceased when I looked over to the bleachers and saw you sitting next to the other parents. I hadn't even told you about my match, and yet there you were, sitting on the sidelines giving me a thumbs up. When me and my partner finished up, we won that match, by the way. Us and the rest of the team, along with our parents, stayed on the court to celebrate. Now, this may be a weird thing to remember, but my clearest memory from that day is that when we were celebrating, you pulled out a big box of chips that you had brought for me and my teammates. Not only did you show up when I didn't even ask you to, you brought a treat for me and my friends. Looking back, moments like those when your support wasn't even really necessary have made the biggest impacts on my life. Mom, you've shown me what love and good parenting is, and because of you, I know what a great support system looks like. If I ever become a parent, I know that I'll use you as a guide. I'll cheer my kids on no matter what, chips in hand. Thank you.